My name is John Kittleson. I am a World War II veteran and a retired teacher and businessman from Postville, and longtime community development leader on many different projects. In 1966, a group of us from the Postville Lutheran Church got together with Reverend Charles Witt with the idea of exploring the possibility of a nursing home for Postville. And we purchased 7 acres of land from Emma Brown and Les Pesch on the southeast edge of Postville in 1967. And then we called Art Jacobson, who was my attorney in Waukon, and he was a member of the Good Samaritan Nursing Home Board, the main board at Sioux Falls, South Dakota. And so they sent in their development director, manager, and we discussed on 2 different meetings the possibility of the Good Samaritan Society building a nursing home in Postville. And they drew up plans for a 48-bed nursing home. And Ed Kozalka and I got together with several community leaders, and we raised $75,000. And construction began in May of 1968 and was completed a year later in May of 1969, 50 years ago. And in less than 6 months, the nursing home was fully occupied with 48 patients. In 1996, Fran Grunhop called me and said, "We have an opportunity to build a chapel. Do you think we could raise $50,000? I said, yep. And so we went ahead and I contacted about 50 businessmen and individuals that I thought could and would support it. And we raised $57,000 and built a new, beautiful chapel on the east end of the nursing home. And these stained glass windows behind me, 6 of them, were donated by Ed and Beulah Kozalka, and they were built by a lady from Pipestone, Minnesota. And there's a Good Samaritan home at Pipestone where we had a chance to look at her work there. And so they add a special touch to this beautiful chapel.
Hi, I'm Jim Seawick. I'm retired now, but I was the executive director for the Good Samaritan Society Waukon, Postville, and West Union. And I spent 29 years with them in 4 different states, but I really did enjoy my time here in Northeast Iowa. The reason I did what I did for so many years is I enjoyed the residents and the staff. Being able to work together to make it feel like home, not only for the residents, but for the staff as well.
I've had a strong connection to the Good Samaritan home here in Postville for many years. As a young wife and farm wife and mother, I did have some free time for volunteering and used to come and volunteer soon after the home was opened. As the years went on, the volunteering became a little more active, and several years after I was working full-time, I served on the resident advocate board here at the home and kind of got an inside look of how things were handled and how the care was given, and I just always felt of it as my home.
Hi, my name is Deb Olaf. I've worked here for 25 years. I am the supervisor of housekeeping and laundry. I started when we were farming, and then I started just working here part-time as a CNA. And then from there, I just went to housekeeping, to laundry, and then the supervisor. When I checked out for the day and driving home, I thought to myself, this would probably be the job for me because I felt like I accomplished something. I made somebody happy, the residents were happy, I could tell, and I just liked the feeling of that. And I thought, this is for me.
My name is Lisa Hines, and I've been here 41 years. I was young, I was in high school. I was probably 15 or 16 years old. And I was hired just to be a water girl. And I progressed through the years, and then I was a CNA, and then I was a CMA, and then I was an LPN, and then an RN. Yep.
I'm Laura Zidlicki, and I'm 99 years old, and I've been here 9 years. Well, we have reminisce, we have Bible study, and we have bingo, and from time to time we've had musicians come and entertain us, and it's just about the right amount of activities. It gives you time for yourself too.
I got started, I applied for a job as a CNA in 1989 and started work as a CNA, and then went on to be a med aide and a therapy aide, and then when an opening came up in activities, I started helping in activities. One of my favorite things to do, which is many, is visiting with each of the residents, and we sometimes have a trivia time that we sit around the table and we ask them questions, and they tell me stories about their lives and how it relates to them, and it's just getting to know each resident. I think that's probably one of my favorite things. When this job became more than a job to me, it became part of my life, is from getting to know all the residents, and after losing some residents, it really was hard. And they just are family to me, and it's just the kind of job that you look forward to coming into every day, and there's always something different, because it's never the same thing going on every day. There's always something that throws a loop in it for the day for something different.
Philip Hofer. I live between Postville and Nowena.
And I'm Milton Johnson, and I live in Monona.
My wife's been here a year and a half.
And my wife came in January a year ago. Well, we both come up here to feed our wives at noon, and we sit at the same table and got acquainted there.
I guess probably one of the most memorable things is when someone brings their pets or children to the home, because it's different for us, and it's some of the CNAs have been so kind to bring their little ones in, and it's just really lights up the day for us. You know, sure, the activities are nice, and I appreciate any volunteers that come in. That means a lot.
The activity director pulled out photo albums, and to remember all of those people and remember bits and pieces about them as individuals and remember their families.
Oh, my favorite memory, I have a lot of favorite memories over 30 years, so I don't know, we've went on van rides and boat rides. Harvest balls are a great memory because the residents get dressed up and we go out and dance to the music, and we have a lot of staff and volunteers that come and help us with that. That's probably one of my most favorite times.
Good Sam means a lot to my wife and I. First, because it's a Christian organization where aged people can come and spend their last years in a Christian, caring, capable, wonderful atmosphere. And I can witness to that because my wife is now a resident here, and the time will come when I also will join her and be a resident here.
The Good Sam is a place that to me means home. It is my home. Everyone here, from the CNAs to the custodian to the kitchen help, they all are very respectful of your privacy in your home, in your room.
We're making the resident rooms more homey, and it's more like they're at home. When they come here, they feel at home. The staff here is wonderful. We're all like family here, so I think that makes them feel good. And I think the future looks very good here.
I mean, I realize that even at a young age, you know, because these people have so much wisdom, you know. They've lived a long time, they have a lot to teach young people.
It's a nice place, and they could, their family could come and go and take them places. It would be like home for them.
It's a very good place to be. They take good care of you. And if something had happened to me, I'd like to come here too.
Over the years, I've been acquainted quite well with 3 other nursing homes. There's been several of them that I've been at who have been very good, but this is better.
Wanting their loved ones to have a place where they felt loved and cared for with a Christian emphasis. And I think that's what we strive to do in Postville, and I think we do a good job there. We are trying to be a center where people can be comfortable with working there or living there. And if I didn't believe that, I wouldn't have spent 29 years working for Good Samaritan and believing that in Christ's love, everyone is someone.